Hi, Scott. Can you hear me? Okay.
All right, we back. We back. Sorry for the delay, man. I had to change studios. All right, what's up, Joey? What's good,
Can
Joey?
you, can you
It
hear
was
Scott?
good.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but like I said, it was just that was just a spineless move, man. That was spineless, and no matter how much you are against adversity, and no matter how much things are looking down, you always got to show some type of you never let them see you sweat. You feel me? And
Yeah, that's for
I
sure.
mean, come on, Joe Tsai, you a billionaire, bro. Like, and you supposed to know what type of market you dealing with. You
He,
gotta move
I
smarter than
thought
that.
he would have knew that, Joey, because he did start basically Amazon over in Asia area.
Uh,
So, I mean, you think he would know business?
I
Yeah, but
I told Joey this on a comment. I said this is what inexperience gets you. This was a lacrosse guy trying to become an NBA owner. Like it's a way different jump, as you know, because NBA I would say is more national for sure. For one, and I just feel like to what Joey said, like you have to have better PR guys around you. Like this is not the time to be, talking sour grapes about how you feel about the Knicks. At the end of the day, you supported Sean trading Bridges to the Knicks. You supported us going down a 2-year tank of suffering. Like at the end of the day, what Joe's problem is he's binded himself to Sean Marks, failures. That at the end of the day, maybe we should be pointing some of our discontent and our criticisms at Joe now because you are so like covering for this guy. We shouldn't have to. Again, he should be acting like an owner, separating the friendship side of this and treating Sean like an employee. What have you done for me 10 years ago from now? Nothing. You haven't built me a sustainable contender. I now am basically flailing to the NBA media, like Joey said, and I still have to defend this guy. Like Joe's problem is he has to grow a phone here and hold someone accountable. Like how long are we gonna keep doing this dog and pony show right now? Like he has to start separating himself from Sean as opposed to binding himself to him.
Yeah, we got Jay from BK on the stoop. What's up,
Hey
Jay?
Joe.
Yo, what's up, fellas? I just wanted to give clarity on a couple things. I agree with the overarching point that Joey was making about
Yeah,
what's the point of you even saying that?
yeah,
But
right.
Yeah.
That's
there
true.
needs to be clarity behind him saying that. Most Nets fans don't know this. Joe Tsai grew up a Sixers fan.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
he
I
was a
remember you
Sixers
said that.
fan. He was a Sixers fan until he bought the Nets. Now, I, and people probably may think I'm lying. I literally sat down at a meal with him where he said this that he
Wow.
was a Sixers fan. That's how I
Wow,
know he was a Sixers fan because I watched him say it out of his mouth.
wow.
So that's one thing. Second thing with the part net income is Nets daily. That's the
Period.
exact same person.
Oh
Now,
yeah, for real?
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Bob Windrum. Yes,
yeah.
the
Okay.
exact same person.
All
Now,
right.
there needs to be clarity on some things. He was not a Nets fan in the 70s. Out of his own mouth, he was a Knicks fan. He was a
Wow.
long time Knicks fan.
Wow.
He became a Nets fan more recently within if memory serves me correct, within the last 30 years or so.
Damn.
Okay.
So he's from Jersey. and he was actually a pretty successful career in media space, but
Right.
he's not a long time Nets
Net
fan
fan. Right.
by
Right.
no stretch of the imagination. He was an Knicks fan. So
Oh, okay.
when he talks about them, again, he has history with them.
Right.
That's his first love.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but I don't agree with, you get that type of question as the owner, you're not speaking. What fans have told you that we're embarrassed
I'm
by
embarrassed
by
with the
the
leadership.
X winning championship?
I'm
Like,
not in. Right.
I
Yeah.
don't, I don't care.
I
I
don't
don't
think
care
I
about
ever heard
them.
a owner, no sports owner, ever come out their mouth and say say anything to this extent that he just said.
no,
He doesn't
Wow.
you
know
don't
what he's
say
doing.
anything.
He
You
he
don't you
doesn't.
don't say anything about that. They want it. All right, we need to get one ourselves.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Keep it simple.
Keep it
And that's what I
simple.
was saying about Sean Marks. I know you guys don't like Sean Marks, but Sean Marks don't give the media nothing.
Nope.
No,
Sean, I don't.
Joey, let me clarify for myself. I love the guy. I think he's terrible at his job.
Yeah. That's
So
two different
I,
things.
I
Yeah.
think there's a difference between that. Like,
Right.
he's pleasant to my kids and myself. I don't have a problem with him. I think he's terrible at his job,
Right,
and
right.
he should
Well,
have been fired years
He,
ago.
he's
right.
not.
Well,
A,
I'm just
he's
saying
not a
some
leader.
people ain't really too keen on Marks, but my point was that Marks is
He know how to
he's real
handle it.
tight lipped with the media. He
He
would
know how
never
to
say
handle it.
nothing like how Joe Tsai just said. He would
Yeah,
never
yeah,
say
The,
that.
absolutely.
the
He gives
problem
he
is
gives a lot
Joe.
of politically correct answers, is what he does.
Right.
Everything is
Exactly.
PC.
Joe just keeps throwing himself on the sword for Sean. It's like you got to differentiate yourself from him. You can't keep tying yourself to a guy that keeps failing you. And I just feel like Joe doesn't get it. Joe is so loyal, but it's like, why do you have to be loyal to this guy anymore? He's done nothing for you, and you keep trying to justify we're on the right path, on the right path. How many years have we been hearing this now? We're on the right path. Every year, we don't know what the hell this team is going to do. That's not being on the right
I
path.
just want to say this real quick. Again, I think when Joe Tsai said that, he meant well. I think he wanted to resonate with how the fan base was feeling.
Right.
But at the same time, he has to understand his
What?
audience. He has to
Yeah.
understand the New York media and what type of animal he's dealing with.
You surrounded by wolves.
Right.
Done by everything.
Literally.
Yeah,
We got Leaf on
yeah,
the stoop. What's up, Leaf?
Yeah, what's good,
yeah.
Joe? What's good?
What's
Yo,
good, Lee?
what's good, man? What do you think about Joe Tsai and his saying about, how he feel and shit?
How you feel about what?
You didn't read about it. He
No.
apologized that he felt embarrassed about
The Knicks winning the
the Knicks
championship.
winning the championship, and his fans have to suffer and all this stuff.
I don't know what he talking about.
Cause you ain't suffering, right?
I don't know what he talking about. I don't acknowledge what happened in June at all.
Me too. Me
Like
neither.
I'm
Oh,
like I mean like I don't know what he talking about. I'm confused.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. A lot of
I
people.
Shit.
guess he not talking about certain fans like you and me. I guess he talk about a lot of
I don't know who he talking about.
he talk
What
about all
like
those fans that be
I'm,
whining on Twitter after the Knicks won the championship.
Yeah,
what they was our fans was whining on Twitter? They was?
Yeah.
I'm
I
more
didn't see
concerned
this.
with I'm
Come
more
on,
concerned with the
Lee.
horrible, I'm more
I
concerned
didn't
with the
see it.
horrible leadership than I am about the crosstown rivalry.
Hey,
I don't care about that.
one thing for sure, two things for certain, bro. Like everybody up here, everybody that's on Breeze podcast, everybody that represents that carry the same flag I do, bro. Like, listen, I know nothing, officer. That's how I keep it, bro. Like as far
You
as
know,
I'm concerned, bro. Like as far as I'm concerned, bro. Like between me, John, J from BK, PT, bro, whoever it might be that carry that flag. Last June, I don't know what happened last June. I'm shit
it's an
Here's my
asterisk.
thing. I'm just tired of always getting pulled in with the Knicks bullshit. And I get it.
with the who?
It's a part of the nature because we share the same city. But it's just annoying when one of your beat writers, right, should be asking questions about the team and our roster and our cap space and what type of moves we should be making to make this team better and what's the next moves. We sitting here focusing on the fucking Knicks. Like, come on, net
Uh,
income. Like, really?
they should be asking, bro, what's about to go down in training camp. That's what they should be doing.
Yep,
Right. Or like
sure.
who's gonna be like questions about the
Like
Nets. We
Joey,
want to
they
know.
should
that's
be
what we
asking
were
about the they
talking
should be
about
asking about
last week.
the
Or
progress like what's the coaching plan of Jordy Fernandez, who they
Ask
signed
Right.
to a
about
contract.
MPJ's. Ask about MPJ's extension. Ask
Like,
about the third two-way spot.
well,
Ask
true.
about
But but
the
but,
back
but, but,
court.
Joey, but Joey, that's the important stuff. This is what the problem was. They are misdirecting our
Who?
grievances. They're thinking we're so. So
Who?
I'm upset with you guys leading this team so horribly. What they're
Uh,
doing is deflecting, Joey. It's called deflecting, and they're doing it
it,
horribly. That's what it
it's
is
listen.
today.
As far as I'm concerned, bro, I seen the Spurs win the Western Conference Finals. After that, I don't
But
remember
but
what
but
happened.
my thing is right. I understand. Jay Noel 24. He said Notorious. You're never going to escape the Knicks, bro. Accept that. I get that, Jay. But my thing is when your owner is sitting up there in front of the world accepting defeat, it makes it even worse than to just ignore it.
That's what our owner does. He is tied to Sean like a brother. Are we sure Sean and Joe aren't like biological brothers? Because he is tied to this guy right now. Like he's taking every form, like to the jets for this man. Like, what did Sean do to this guy? Did he donate a kidney or something
Uh,
we don't know about? Like, we need to do some deep dive research into this stuff,
I
man.
don't want to
He's
talk about
crazy.
nobody that don't have nothing to do with what's gonna go on the court this upcoming season, man. I mean, the most important part about any Nets conversation is how we gonna what's our plan of attack, what's the coaching style, what's going what's how we gonna give our chance how we gonna give ourselves the best chance to win games night in and night out and compete night in and night out. I don't give a shit about the owner. I don't give a shit about. I'm done with the front office. I don't even acknowledge them. Like
I
this year is
mean,
about this year is about the coaches and the players.
I
That's
mean,
it.
it's
They
so,
gotta figure
it's
out. They
so
gotta figure out. They it's the coaches, the players, and the fan base, bro, against everybody else. I don't like you either in or you out. It's just
at the
that
end
simple.
At the end of the day, we're all invested, Leaf. But we got one of the worst schedules in the NBA. It's going to be purely effort we win on most nights, not because we have the best roster whatsoever. But the vets and the young guys are going to have to play as a team every night. Like that's all we can do. But again, if this fails again this year, Sean and Joe, one of them have to hold each other accountable. This cannot continue. We can't just be we're on the right path, on the right path. We keep losing, losing, losing. Though this is not how you build a good team. Again, you can't keep selling us false lies. Like this is just not going to make their situation any better.
no, but that goes where the idea of us being on the right path, and Joey was talking about why would he ask a question like that? They keep asking questions that nobody wants to know the answer to. Even
Right.
even after games, they don't ask them questions about X's and O's in the game and things of that nature. It's like, why are y'all even there? Like y'all asking stuff that nobody cares about. The stuff that they ask is tabloid type stuff.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
ridiculous.
But my thing, Jay, is I would think the owner would be smart enough to see through the bullshit.
He's a lacrosse
Why?
guy. He's a lacrosse guy. This isn't even his sport. Like, come on. He's a fish out of water. He's a
I'm a
minnow out
Joey.
of
I'm gonna
the
tell you
ocean.
why I don't agree with that. And the person who you read their comment and you said that they talking about you can't escape the X. Here's why I disagree with that. How many questions have you heard Steve Ballmer answer about the Lakers?
None.
Man.
None.
I can't think of any.
No, I can't think of
Why would
The
any.
he
Lakers
answer
are
questions
not a
about the
more
Lakers though?
prestigious team. The Lakers are not a more prestigious team. They are.
But why would Steve Ballmer answer questions about the Lakers?
No. That's the point I'm saying.
He's
Their
saying they
beat
don't ask
writers,
Bomber shit like that.
their beat
No.
writers don't even do stuff like that.
Right.
I mean,
Like and
I mean,
that's where
as
come
far as
on.
we know, I mean, like I'll be honest with you, but not to interrupt, but like as far as we know, he doesn't. But I mean, realistically, the Lakers they done been passed around like a Philly blunt in terms of ownership, bro. Like, so they got their own problems. So
But
I
but
mean,
but but what we gotta understand though is the New York media is the Knicks pundit media. It's all one and the same,
Yep,
right?
sure enough.
Outside of the Nets beat writers. I'm just appalled that came from an 80-year-old Nets beat writer, vice versa somebody like a Christian Winfield or Ian Begley or one of those Nick peon writers or something. I
But,
don't
I
know.
but,
mean,
but
well, I look at it like this. I look at it like this, Joey, bro. Like, I mean, outside of what we've been talking about, ain't nothing for really for like the beat writers that's professionally hired by the Nets or professionally talk about the Nets in that landscape that say anything and talk about anything. They're not talking about the X's and O's that we talking about. They're not talking about the start lineups that we talking about. They're not talking about training camp. They ain't talking about the sophomores and the rookies coming into this year, bro. They not talking about who's gonna be the key pieces for this team going forward, bro. They're not talking about basketball. They talking about a whole bunch of shit outside of that, bro. This is why I don't see it, bro. Like if it like I look at that shit, bro, like a whole verse, bro. If it ain't directed directly at me, man, I don't
But
respect
let's
it.
just say this, Leaf. It got so crazy that ESPN wrote a story about it. It's on ESPN.
you know what's
I
so crazy?
mean,
It went from hold on, this shit went from net income, right? Little old Bob, 80-year-old Bob to
uh
ESPN.
huh, basically, yeah. But I mean,
Joey,
but like Joey, I look at it like this: if 90% of Manhattan is hiring ESPN and hiring Daily News and New York Post to keep tabs on the Brooklyn Nets, man, like that just goes to show what like what's been happening since the 1976 merger is still happening.
Thank you, Leaf.
you know what's so
It's
crazy?
still taking place, bro. Like that means there's still money being put in higher places to keep the Nets at a certain bay. There's a reason why we got the most
I mean,
back to
I get
backs
it.
this year.
It's business warfare. I get it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it's business
yeah,
warfare.
and I mean, I don't even look at it as business. I just look at it as clear cut sabotage.
You know
Oh,
what's
That's
so
like
absolutely.
let's just
But
call it
here's
what it
my thing: is
is.
Sabotage.
I think
Yeah.
they do it because they
so,
want to squeeze the Nets out of the market. It's like fuck.
no, Joe,
We didn't want them in this market, but somehow they got here. But we
Yeah,
gotta save on
they
it.
Joe,
didn't want the
Keep.
Nets in New York back in the '70s. Like so,
Joe.
I mean that the fact that they're here now, and now that they got
But
more
Lee, you gotta
juice, and
understand. During that time, it was the ABA days. It wasn't during the NBA merger.
but yeah, but the thing is, during the merger, when the merger happened, initially, based on what we know, they didn't want the Nets in New York then, and on an NBA scale.
Yeah,
The
but
fact
that's
that
my point.
the fact that the Nets was in New York and they was playing in Long Island and they was doing it in the ABA, they was cool. When it was time for the merger, they was like, "Yo, we gonna need X amount of dollars for y'all to have this and this, that, the third."
The,
So the way that I look at it, bro, like is that we are always gonna be on the back nine.
no,
We always gonna be fighting against the establishment and the money that's being poured in to keep the Nets in the shitter, bro. A whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of suits with orange and blue socks on in the board reading room is gonna want us.
you know what's so crazy about this whole situation because he wants to be upset at them, but let's remember everybody always says this front office like they shouldn't always get all the blame because some of the stuff was bad circumstance, bad luck. When we had Midkel and Johnson, didn't know where the hell we were going, and he was like on the invisible trade block. They made the decision, Sean and Joe, to trade him across the town. They didn't have to do that. They could trade him to Houston, who wanted Bridges twice. They could trade him to Utah or some other team that we saw in rumors. But you chose to send him to across the pond, right? You have to own that. You can't be upset they won because when this deal was done, some people were saying, "Oh, it's a win-win." The Knicks win now, we win long term. So Sean and Joe, you can't be crazy upset about it because you guys wanted to do it. If you didn't want to do this and have this reap the negative repercussions, which is worst case scenario, they win a title, you should have done it. Again, these are their consequences to own, and you want to be upset about it. No, we should be upset about the fact that we were okay with you guys even considering something like this. I never
Uh,
would have traded them across the pond. I would have traded to Houston for greening those picks. That's what you should have
yeah,
done. But no, you
yeah.
wanted the number of picks to draft Ben Surratt. Own that too, Sean and Joe. Own that. Because
Let me read what Jay Knowles said. 24 exactly. Leave. It's politics to keep the Nets down and resurrect the Knicks. Tsai has to start fighting dirty. He has to be. He got to get his New York shit together because in New York, you got to do business. You got to do it
Yeah,
You got to be grimy, man. You got to be
yeah.
grimy.
You hear what I'm saying though? Like, why is he upset with the Knicks? He made the deal happen with them. If anything, be mad at yourself. You supported Sean making the deal. Again, it feels like a contradiction to be mad at them when you okayed it. You shouldn't have okayed. You should have told Sean, I don't think it's a good idea to trade this guy to a crosstown rivals because let's say they somehow do end that championship drought. There might be some negative media repercussions. Well, hello, they've come, and you have to deal with them. But no, it's embarrassing they won. The fans are so mad they won. I'm more mad you guys can't lead this team anywhere. That's where the grievance is. I don't care about the Knicks across the bridge. I care about this team. But they're misdirecting the fans' grievances. You can't take on grievances and say there's something else. Like
No,
Jay,
but
you
that,
agree with me on
John,
this stuff, man?
a part of that is the conversation, and this is one of my arguments with Nets Twitter and
Mhm.
Nets fans on social media. The conversation is always about everything except winning. That's
Right.
the number one thing that's going to shut up all the outside everything.
Yeah.
When you win, people can talk about that. That's where Joey and I were arguing a couple weeks ago about the where like he was
Kyrie
talking
getting
about it
hurt.
not being fair, and my
Yeah.
argument was the Nets haven't earned anything until you know what they could be talking about now is Nolan Treyarch, is he healthy? How's his knee doing?
We don't know.
How do guys, you've had guys in LA practicing together, you got guys in Brooklyn now practicing together. How do guys look? How's the offense coming along? How's the defense coming along? There's so many other things you could talk about. None of
Yep.
that stuff gets highlights, man.
Yep.
What gets
Right.
highlights is this stupid question and comment that he makes. Let's
Well,
start focusing on that. And how are we getting to, you like the trajectory of the team? Cool. What's the trajectory this season? Okay, owner, let me ask you this. What is an unacceptable win total?
right.
Since you like the trajectory, what is our win total trajectory this season that would be acceptable for you?
You know what's so crazy about this whole thing? I don't know who said it to me a while back, but apparently the Nets organization, they choose the media guys to come into the room and they have questions pre-approved. That's kind of nasty. Like, where's the journalistic freedom to ask those hard-hitting questions? This organization runs it like it's a camp of some sort where you can't always say ask certain things. Like, where's like the transparency? We've been talking, Jay, you and me and others for months and years about this. This organization has a huge issue with lack of transparency. One minute, Sean says, "Oh, Yegor got hurt during summer camp with the plantar issue." Then it turns out a day or two later he got hurt pre-draft process. Like, this is the problem with this organization. They always flip it, always, 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 because they don't want to answer hard-hitting questions. It's sickening, man. Like, why
No,
do we have to deal with this guy?
they control the media in that sense. And I'm going to give you an example aside from behind the scenes conversations. They
Yeah.
Mhm.
control it because there was one game, I don't think it was this season, it was 2 seasons ago, where who's the guy from the Post? Why did I draw a blank? Y'all know who the Post reporter is,
I
right?
don't know about name, but I
Brian
could
Lewis?
gauge who
What
you
about
talking
Brian
about.
Lewis? Wait, Jet, you talking about Brian
The New
Lewis?
York Post reporter, the black guy with glasses.
Brian Lewis. Brian Lewis. I know him,
Brian
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 Lewis.
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 There was one game where Brian Lewis was not able to make it. I want to say the game was in October and November. So the New York Post sent Zach Brazil. Zach
Uh
Brazil asked a real question, which was like, what? And it threw the whole media room off. And I
Wow.
got to go back and find it. Do you know that's the last Nets game Zach Brazil has done since then?
Wow. I want to know what
I
the
mean,
question was.
Brian Lewis
I
has not
mean,
been off a game since then.
wow.
They
I
will
mean,
not let
listen.
anybody come to mess up the apple cart.
Crazy.
Even with that being said, bro, like this, I feel like there's people in higher places, bro, that's putting this all in place, bro. Like this is like like teams is just ending droughts, ending 50-something year droughts just to end them, bro. Like maybe it's because you got expansion teams coming in the next couple of years, and you want to give all the teams that have been shit in the bed since the '40s some love, bro. Like I don't know, maybe listen, it won't be far fetched if the Philadelphia 76ers are next. It won't because they ain't have a title since 1983.
but they're in favor of the NBA.
somebody in a higher place feel like they gotta spoon feed them and basically foreshadow kindergarten classic is as Larry O'Brien trophies, bro. It is what it is, bro. Like I'm not complaining about it, but I just know how business works in the NBA, bro. Like they trying to get back to them 1998 finals ratings and
But
they can't do it.
that's just it, though, Lee. We know the certain teams that are favorites in the NBA because they know how to do the behind the scenes business. At the end of the day, the NBA is a dirty business. It's not all clean cut. We know that. But this Brooklyn organization doesn't seem to want to play behind the scenes a bit. Again, if you want to make connections, you want to get big pieces to improve this team, you got to make connections. You can't just say, oh, it's all from within. Teams that just want to come run to play in New York because we're one of two teams. No, it's not how you sell it to anybody anymore. You have to be able to make connections, make some promises, and bring results. Our organization doesn't communicate like that. They do things in such a bad, simplistic mindset where it's, oh, we got the money, you're gonna come run here. Oh, we got the rapport with everybody. We're such goody two shoes. No, that's not how you do business. You got to be assertive, aggressive, but formal a little bit. An organization doesn't play like that ever, and something has to change.
Already know that the media is not on their side. I can't. But then again, I see why what happened with Kyrie and the media, why it transpired. I see why things transpired the way it did. I see why. I see exactly why. And business is dirty, man. The NBA is dirty. The whole business thing is dirty. But Joe got to understand that these guys are not your friend. If anybody's your friend, it's Apartment Gamer and More, Brooklyn Nets
Man,
Stoop Edition.
Not even Adam Silver is this dude's friend. He got to understand that
Yeah,
too.
that's what I'm saying. The
Listen,
whole thing. The whole
listen.
thing.
The front,
I
the
mean, why would Adam Silver be his friend, bro? Like, yo,
because what I'm saying, I understand
he
what I'm
traded he
saying.
traded three of the most coveted three of the most coveted stars of the last era, bro. During the year, like TV game national televised games was compromised, bro. Like like I think we all understand why the Nets are being dealt this hand that they've been being dealt since the KD trade, bro.
No,
Like I
I
think
think
we
it's
all
deeper
in
than that.
understanding of that.
I think low key when the Nets got the big three, that shit scared the shit out of the NBA. It scared
And
the
then,
shit out of the New York media
yes,
and the
it
New
did.
York sports world because
It did, Joey.
they could not afford to have the Brooklyn Nets bring a fucking basketball championship to the city before the Knicks did it. That
Right.
would have been
So,
brutal
That's
for them. It
that's
would have
what it
been brutal.
was.
It would have been brutal for business. It would have been brutal for them just how they're looked
There
upon,
you go,
and
Joey.
and that's what I solely believe. And
That
here's
I
the
do
thing:
believe that. I believe that.
you notice after two small market teams go to the finals and they cried about nobody's watching it and they cried about ratings,
Exactly.
then boom, the next year, all of a sudden, the New York Knicks are in the finals.
Right.
it-
Exactly.
both Leaf
Exactly,
and
John.
both Leaf and Joey Cook and Leaf on one hand, there's a lot of baggage with our front office. They cost the NBA serious money with all those NBA games. Realistically, the big three should still be here collecting the NBA a lot of money. Instead, they're not. That's consequences right there. But to what Joey said, remember Nick Fidel? That guy wasn't covering us till suddenly Katie comes here, and this dude's asking those really personal questions to him and Kyrie. Like, remember him and Kyrie? Kyrie's like, yo, don't talk to me. Get me off.
But
Get
not
it
only
in
that
here.
though,
Like that guy
all of a
to
sudden, when we got
fans.
the upper hand, now it's a city mandate. Now it's all this
Yeah.
crazy nonsense. Now I get it, like COVID was going on, but at the end of the day, New York City was one of the very, very few places that had this freaking mandate. It was like three other cities. All of a sudden we got the mandate. It's just like everything was hard for us. It was so many roadblocks, right? So many roadblocks during it. And I get it. Like we traded three stars away, but people got to understand it was a lot of politics in this shit, bro. It was a lot of politics in the sheet. A lot of people did not want to see the Nets succeed because that would not have been good for the league. That would not have been good for the Knicks brand, which is one of the biggest brands not only in the city but in just in general in the NBA. It wouldn't have been
Yes.
good. And
Exactly.
I solely believe that it's people in higher places that's meddling in shit. and I solely believe that
I do too.
we are not a priority for Silver. That's why we cannot crack a fucking top three when it comes to the lottery. This is not
This is
just
Right.
a coincidence either.
this,
The
No, that's
this is
not a
NBA,
why.
the
I
coincidence.
think,
NBA, but listen, the
and
NBA puts the studs, the real studs, they put them where they want to go. Everybody knew LeBron was going to Cleveland. Everybody knew Wemby was going to the Spurs. Everybody knew Derrick Rose was going to the Bulls.
Exactly.
Don't give
This
it's a
me
is
that.
fact.
When it's
this
now,
is
listen. The only way I can see the Nets winning the lottery is if it's a weak lottery, like how the Hawks win it. If it's a stud lottery, the Silver and his cronies will make sure we are not in the mix.
No, they're gonna win it
this is
next season
this is why you
when we
got to
don't have
bring
our
in.
pick.
This is why you got to bring in new personnel in that front office that understands the NBA. You see how Bob Myers ran to Philly? He works behind the scenes. He masterminded the Brown LeBron thing. Everybody's giving that new GM credit. That's the figurehead. The guy who has 4 rings is the one organizer. At the end of the day, you need people that understand the NBA, that understand the business side of it. Sean and Joe are two guys who don't understand the NBA at all. One guy's a failed basketball player. The other is a lacrosse guy. Again, until
Yeah.
you have new personnel, this is what the roadblock Joe was talking about. The NBA is going to keep treating us like
The
a
Nets.
joke until you have the right people in charge
Damn it.
to
Yeah, the
bargain
Nets,
with.
the Nets, the Nets have to approach this from a player's perspective. They
Nah,
gotta,
Hey,
The
they
Nets
gotta,
need some.
they
The
can't
Nets need
go
some
into the
dogs.
boardroom and
Scott,
talk their way into it. They
Scott,
have
the
to
Nets
get
need
the,
some dogs
but
in the
they,
front office.
when they,
We
when
gonna
they,
have to take this shit like how
yeah,
the Detroit Pistons took it
yeah,
when they took the championship with when they
I
had
didn't
Ben
didn't didn't
Wallace
I
and
say
all them.
didn't I say that a while ago?
We gonna have to strong arm it that way because when it
I
comes to the
mean,
league,
I think what like I'm with you on that, but not in terms of the style. I think we have to do something that the league has never seen before. I think we have to innovate. I think it's going to take a lot of unconventional shit. It's going to take a lot of.
What do
It's
you
going
mean
to take a lot of the.
innovate?
Hold on. It's going to take a lot of unconventional shit, and it's going to take a lot of things. It's going to take a lot of thinking outside the box.
Please,
Like this
you
shit
can't do
really,
that with
it
the
really comes down
basketball.
to the coaches and the players first, and then somebody outside of Sean Marks is gonna have to really truly dig deep and believe and cut off all phone calls from the NBA front office, bro. While we having our success, do not answer
exactly
shit
fact.
from them.
That is a
Please,
fact. That
How
is
they
a
gonna do
fact.
that?
Hold on,
yeah,
real quick. Y'all ever
how you
notice,
gonna
right?
deal with
When
an
we was
incomplete
real quick, and
roster league?
I'm gonna let you go. When we the Nets were on their championship run, they had the big three. They were one of the favorites to win the title. Everything that could go wrong on their run went wrong. When it's the Knicks time, everything that could go right went right. They faced nobody, no number one seeds. They waltzed their way to the finals and won.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I hear Lee talking about the player perspective, but to what me and Jared, like, how you can do it with such an incomplete roster? We don't have a legit starting big. You can't make innovative things happen. Maybe there's a little progress, but it's not going to be maximum progress, just full on innovation with an incomplete roster.
You gotta
That's
get
not
what you
how
could
you
get.
do
You
this.
gotta get what you could get out of this roster, bro. It is what it is. Like
But I think
there's
this
right
season,
as of right now, as of the moment, bro. As of the moment, there's not a set plan. I like because free agency and big time trades haven't worked for us at least in this CBA, bro. This is not 20. This is not 2019. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are not walking through the
but
door.
we haven't
It's time.
really
Hold on,
succeeded
hold
in
on, hold
CBA.
on, hold on, hold on. It's time to for us, our front office, bro, our front office, our coaching staff, somebody on this staff to show that what happened in the last 2 years, bro, we can get something out of it. We could get some type of value out of it, bro. I'm not talking about the maximum value. I'm not talking about a complete value, but some type of value.
Yeah,
That's all.
We have
that's
As
it.
over,
that's all we could. That's all we could really do and start off with right at the moment.
but we have over
Now, when you build those pieces, and those progresses going forward, and you actually start to build some type of progress towards true success, then you keep going with that. But right now, we need to show that we can build some value out of what we did in the last two drafts.
we have
That's
over
one of the main things.
You have over
One of the
nine.
main things.
You have over 9 drafted guys. We're not going to pay all these guys when we're ready to be a serious team. I hear
No,
you.
some of them ain't going to be in the league. They're
Maybe
not.
three or four guys stay on. Like
Yeah.
that's like 3 prospects plus Dayron. I'm with you there. But other than that, you have to get upgrades though too. You have to play the market. We talk about pre-agency leave. This upcoming deadline next year, we have to make some type of move to progress the roster for the following season. Not to fix the record wherever it's at, but to progress the roster the following season. Free agency ain't going to save us because
Yeah.
nobody does business in the summer anymore unless it's the deadline where teams are
So
more
so
desperate.
so John, what move? How can you make a move without free agency?
Again, maybe it depends on free agents that are available. If you're talking about like medium free agency pieces, that's one thing, like Mo Wagner, Keon Ellis. But I'm talking about the big upgrades. That happens on the deadline now, where you make those big moves for younger upgrade or star talent. The Nets have to make some sort of move. The MPJ Randall thing, I don't see that sticking for too long, especially with MPJ
Well, we
being
talked
a
about
free agent the following year.
we talked about short term and long term.
Right, but I'm just
Short term is Randall and MPJ.
right, but if a Franz or Trey Murphy are available at the deadline because the Pelicans or
Then
Orlando
you,
are bad teams, that becomes a conversation. Can we upgrade while still trying to build the
if
team
it
out?
yeah, I'm not against making trades to better yourself. What I'm saying is you got to stay flexible to make that better yourself. You can't be capped out.
We have over
You
30
can't.
picks. I don't think we
No,
can
I
count out
understand that. I understand that.
right
I
now.
understand that.
Ain't none of them picks valuable, bro. Like at all, bro. Like the reason being is because, bro, they changed the rules of the draft. One, number two, two of the best drafts in this decade are gone already. Those last two drafts that we picked from 6 and 8, bro, they're gone. So that's out of the deal. So we the best thing we can continue to do at the moment,
Right.
is to have the flexibility. That's
I
it.
I hear you, but by the 2028 draft, we have over 7 picks in that one draft. So it's like you have a roster of already 9 drafted dudes. But between now and 2028, I expect some type of upgrade move because you can't draft a whole roster of guys. It's just going to put you back even more. So I expect a move of some sort to be made, but hopefully it's one that's progressive and not regressive to what Leaf said about the past not working out for us. But again, we haven't made one big upgrade move in the new CBA era yet. We've been playing it very safe, but you can't play safe forever, is all I'm saying. Because a lot
John,
of
I
young
agree with
pieces
you, but
will
you
go
also got
elsewhere.
it. Also depends on who you asking. Some fans like the safe approach. Some fans want
Mm-hmm.
to see the Nets get a little bit more dicey and take chances, a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more, be a little bit more aggressive. So it all depends on who you asking. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, when you do a lot of premature moves, it could kind of hinder
Your
your
growth.
franchise as we've seen from the past. So
Right.
I hear you. It's just with the MPJ move, you don't want to move to just roll guys in a pick again. If there's a young piece out there that adds to Michael and Yegor and Randall, if he's here still, that's the move I'm saying you should consider making because getting roll guys in a pick doesn't make your roster any better
you
or
know
worse
what?
than it is.
You know why I'm not tripping and fiending to get better so quick because the East right now is a freaking bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
The East is stacked. You got all these teams that's going to be beating each other up trying to get out of the Eastern Conference Finals. I want everybody to beat each other up. And by the time they finish beating each other up, the Nets will be good. And then there'll be some shit. And then those roles are going to reverse.
Yeah,
Listen, if
yeah.
we're going to sit here and try to expedite trying to compete with some of these teams right now, and I get it, it might be the sucker way of doing it, but the East, I feel like you got to be patient, a little bit patient, man. It's not our time right now.
I hear you, Joe. It's just the patient timeline looking at it is 3 years. That's before Michael and Jaeger both got to get paid. And by then, you have to have made a move or two, as what I'm saying, because when those guys get paid, that's when the window to compete and contend becomes real. Because once your core gets paid, you see it with Detroit. Detroit waited to get good, so they had to pay Cade and these other guys. And now they're in a contract issue with Durant. You don't want to wait exactly forever till your young guys get paid because then your flexibility goes away. Is what I'm saying too.
Yeah, no, John, you're right. It's not something you wait on for a long period of time. But you
I think in terms of
It's
flexibility,
not
I
something
think
you
that
wait on for a long period of time, but you don't just be doing moves just
no,
to
no,
be doing them.
you
You
don't
feel
just
me?
be doing it
Like
just to be doing it. Right.
I think in
we
terms
we
of the
got we
flex
got to
in
be
terms of
smart with our
in terms of the flexibility, I think like the one thing that we could take out of it is that the Nets, in terms of the flexibility and Sean Marks, bro, are not doing the most terrible job right now. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like they
No, they're
not,
not.
bro. Like this, they could be flooding contracts left and right, and we could be stuck with
But Leaf,
whoop de doo, bro, and all of this shit, bro. Like I
right? But
mean,
Leaf,
come on.
that's not the complaint. The complaint is they not doing enough.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
yeah. Well,
mean, but right now it's not that. It's like the
it's
thing is,
nothing there.
we
It's
gotta
nothing there.
understand that. We gotta understand, bro. Like we ruined a big three, bro. Like somehow, some way. Whether you want to blame it on the media, whether you want to blame it on us, whatever it is, bro. Like somehow, some way, we screwed that up. So now we gotta slowly figure out our way back to building something that's not all right, yo. Let's just group up, bro, and just run through the shit, bro. Like you absolutely right about the big three. The big three put a lot of pressure on the New York media and on the NBA. It absolutely did. But at the same time, bro, like we gotta understand that that's not how a win is won, bro. Like the team that just won a championship, bro, that might not have been their best team.
I
Like a lot of people think the '97 team was probably their best team,
I,
and they
I
didn't win.
I hear you and Joey. I'm just saying the safe timeline is 3 years till Mike Yeager got to get paid, and in 2028 that draft we have 7 picks with a roster that's pretty much mostly drafted. Between now and then, I expect a move of some sort because you can't just
I, I
waste
think
their
I
time
think
with
by
cheaters.
that time I think we'll be all right, bro. Like I
Yeah.
think we'll be moving in the right. We'll be moving somewhat in the right direction. Like I
But
think right
What does
now
that
it's just gonna
direction look
take
like in terms of winnings?
Yeah, that's what
in,
I
in
want to
turn in
know.
terms of winning. It depend. It really it's all gonna lean on the connection of the players and the coaches. That's all
Yeah,
it's gonna really lean on, bro. Like that's all we can really count on right now, bro. That's one of the reasons why I'm not folding when it comes to my plan, man, because my logic is undeniable.
you're
And
Danny
I'm and
Wolf.
I'm and I'm laying
You're
on that, bro. I'm not moving off of it. I swear I'm not.
Leaf, your Danny Wolf thing can only go so far until he proves he's a starter again. He has to show us for 10 to 20 games as a bench piece, he's a starting caliber big. And again, he has to show us he could transfer himself from a guard big to an actual big. Again, Leaf, I know you believe in that guy a lot, but does Jordy believe in that guy like you do is the question.
I
Because
think
we've
he,
seen
I
him
think
play
he
him in a way
does.
different position. Then why did they play him at small forward 4, 2, and 5? I mean, 5 was
But
barely
because they because they were tanking, because they were tanking.
no,
he's a
That's
jack
why.
of all
come
trades.
on, come on, come on,
Because
come
they were
on.
tanking.
No, because they see Danny as a
No, it's
floater big.
because
They
they
don't
were
see him as
tanking.
a
That's
big
a
anymore.
legitimate answer. They were tanking.
Yeah, they
No,
were
come on,
tanking.
dude.
If they're
John,
not
they were
tanking now,
tanking.
what's
No.
his position?
Yeah, what's his position?
What is his position? Since they're not
What
tanking,
I already
what's his
told you his
position?
position, bro. He's starting a five this year.
Oh my God! Yeah, yeah,
You should
Danny.
know his answer. You should know his
Bro, you
answer.
should know my answer, bro. Why we keep on through it? Like, I feel like you know what it is, bro. Like, I don't think people understand how
Yeah.
loose and wide open this roster really is, bro. And that's using the term "you" loosely. I don't think real people really understand, bro. Like, I don't think people really understand how the value of some of these players have to get maxed out. Not in terms of the players that we paid, but the players that we drafted. We got to figure out how somehow to find value out of these guys. This,
So
these
if
these are facts.
Danny
These are
Wolf
all
does,
facts.
Leaf,
yeah,
you can't say that when the two guys that they signed this offseason get in front immediately are in front of guys we drafted. Mo Wagner
right.
is in front of Danny
No,
Wolf.
he's
And
not.
I know
No,
you
no,
you
he's
don't
not.
believe
No,
that.
he's
Okay,
not.
cool.
No,
Who?
Okay,
he's
do
not.
you do you believe that Keon Ellis is in front
No,
of
Yeah.
Drake Powell?
he's in front of Drake Powell, bro, because
Okay,
Drake
so
Powell
there
did.
you go.
No,
There
but
you
but here's
go.
here's the problem. Drake Powell and Danny Wolf are two different
Hey,
entities.
handsome.
That's what people got to realize, bro. That's what people got to realize. That's number one. Number two is that, bro, like we got to understand that the players that have been able to move something based on how the team was told to play is going to get significant time.
So
Can,
I
can
so
I
like
say
I
something
have
real
to
quick?
I have
So
to come away with that because guess what? Yago had foot plantitis, bro, and he was low managed last year.
so if Danny doesn't
A
get
lot like a lot of people
so,
don't remember
look,
how last year
look,
really went, bro.
look,
Like
look,
the tank was so wishy washy in terms of most Nets fans, and now the roster is still one of top five, bottom five, one of the worst
look,
rosters in the league. But hold on, one of the worst rosters in the league. I have no other choice to believe that Danny Wolf at some point is going to be starting at the five on this team.
again,
Can I say this real quick? I think we got the guys like Mo Wagner and Keon Ellis and Randall. They're going to be in front of the rookies because they're floor raisers, bro. They're here to make the rookies um, lives better when they're on the floor with them. They're here to integrate with them. So yes, so does them being in front of them really make it a bad thing? If they're in front of them, it's cool as long as they're not in the way. See, it's a difference between me being in front of me and being in the way.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
Joey.
if I can still integrate with you and I can still get my minutes and I can still learn from you, we got to understand these rookies are going to look better with better talent on the floor.
That's
If
right,
they're
Joey.
out there with a bunch of shit, it's going to be harder for them to get their shit off. The
to,
space
Yep.
is
to,
going to be
I,
worse.
I think I think
Nobody's
I,
going to
I
know their defensive assignments,
to,
etc.
I
what
think, but I think that's going to be in the beginning. But as the season goes on, they're going to be accustomed to being around each other more and more and more.
I think
I
so
think
too.
it's
No,
all
but what
about
I'm
it's all.
saying is, my point is, Leaf, these guys that we're saying that in front of the rookies are actually there to help the floor
to,
raise, to
to,
help to guide them along and integrate with them.
I
I
mean,
don't think it's a bad thing.
if you talking in terms of MPJ and Julius Randle, I'm in current belief with you, bro. Like I'm all the way with it. If you talking in terms of Keon Ellis and Mo Wagner, then yeah, you might have to convince me a little bit more, bro, because
to,
a lot of but because a lot of it shows up in the minutes that they've been playing, and a lot of the injuries that they've been playing
So
when they
why
got
can't you say that
significant.
about Keon Ellis though, Leaf?
wait,
I'm
to what,
saying it
We
about
just
Keon
said Drake
Ellis.
not ready.
to, to what,
Oh,
to
okay. I
what,
thought you just said MPJ.
wait, to what Joey's saying, the Keon move, I like the move. I think him and Nolan is a fun bench backcourt. The problem with Drake Powell is he has now a numbers game in front of him. Him and Jordan exactly had the best relationship. So for Powell, he has to have a great training camp to prove to Jordan he's worthy of those minutes. I think defensively, know what you get with him, but Keon has defensive abilities too. And Josh Minot's in front of Drake too. So again, Powell has to face a numbers game. With the Danny Wolf of it all, he's likely the back and four right now. But I even said to Leaf, with all these back to backs early on, Mo Wagner is going to get rest time because he's coming off a torn ACL. So, of course, Danny might get slotted to backup five, and Noah might get slotted to backup four because we don't have other bigs besides Dayron and Mo. So, Danny
We
will get an
also have to
opportunity
understand
to
we
get
got
his
a gruesome
play. But,
schedule. We got the most back
yeah,
to backs out of any other team besides I think the Pelicans. There are going to be
right,
injuries, etc. This is
right,
basketball. Shit happens.
right.
So
Right. So Danny will get some opportunities, but to me and Jay's criticism of Danny. So Leaf, if Dayron gets a starting gig over Danny, what's your logic for that? Is it a Jordy move, a Dayron seniority move, or Danny Wolf didn't outwork him for the spot? What's your logic to that though? If Danny
Bro,
doesn't get the starting time gig,
it automatically proves to me that the coach don't have the full control of the team that I thought he had. Because
wow, oh,
in my personal opinion, bro, like for Davon Sharp to start all of a something all after all of this time, after just because Claxton is gone, bro, like that's a little bit more than the rosters. Then we need to we got to start Dayron because dot, bro. Like I don't really subscribe to that ideology, bro. The reason why I don't is because I have to believe, bro. Like, there's a reason why a rookie got more minutes than you a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not on the whole.
Is it because he
Yeah.
was hurt?
Well,
Day was hurt last year.
is
Again,
he?
like he was
You sure?
yeah,
every
thumb
You
season of
sure,
injury.
his
Leaf?
career.
Was he?
He had surgery on his thumb.
He
He had
was.
surgery on
He
his thumb.
was he.
So,
He had a
Day has
UCL
never played
injury.
65 games in an NBA in his NBA career.
but
Five seasons.
even more reason why he shouldn't start.
But again, Danny Wolf has to have a defined role
Even more,
though.
you just explained my point, Jay. Even more reason why he shouldn't start. It's been 5 years. You still ain't played over 65 games. What's up?
So
You've
it's
been a
gonna be a
bench player the
strike
whole
against
time. Why you can't play over
Danny
65 games?
Wolf
And
if he doesn't beat him out. And so you're saying Danny Wolf is a five?
That's
I'm
what he's
saying Danny
saying.
Wolf is the five this year. That's what
Uh,
I'm saying.
What is his position? Period.
If he started,
he's a floater right now, Leaf. The only reason he will start at
y'all
all this year,
got to
I'll be
see the
like,
thing. See,
wait,
so but the thing is, bro, why is it every time I tell you like it's only in this conversation, and only it's only in this conversation Nets, a lot of people realize, bro, that the game of basketball has changed so significantly, not just in terms of play styles and everything you put on the court, but in terms of positioning, bro. Like I'm telling you, when teams are this far in the shitter, they don't give a damn who's on the court. They
but
throwing shit at the. We all agreed that they throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. Me having Danny Wolf at the starting five speaks to that sentiment.
But here's the thing: he's only going to start this year because Dayron and Mo are going to need rest days. Like even to what Jay said about Dayron, Dayron's going to probably play a few minutes more than he's ever played in his career. But again, he's been injury prone too the last few years at certain points. So again, the only reason Danny will start at all this year is because of injury management. I don't know if it's because he'll earn it though, Leaf, because we don't know what his
Hey,
position is.
hey, if it is, bro, that's fine with me, bro. Like, guess what? I'm a co-sign this shit any damn way.
Oh
You
man,
know why, bro? Because I already know what he can do when he does start.
2010 and five.
All NBA, right?
2010 and five. Yeah,
2010-5. All NBA, our best player.
Listen,
yeah,
They're
he's
yeah,
not
gonna
going
if
to
y'all
want to
don't want
be.
to, if y'all don't want to put no, if y'all don't want to believe it, that's fine, bro. Like, listen, I will stand on this porch by myself,
Wait,
and when
don't
it
want to
finally
believe what?
happens, bro,
No,
I will
Leaf.
continue to stand on this porch
I'm
by
giving credence to
myself.
what you saying. If you're saying he's 2010-5, that's all NBA, and he will be our best player. Like, who would disagree with that? If he puts up the numbers that you said he will put up, that is all NBA, and that makes him our best player. Am I
That's
right or
true.
wrong?
Listen,
That's,
if if
And
if
no, no,
if he
no.
if he
Leaf, am I
if he
right or
does
wrong?
hold on you what see the thing is you got to put all the incentives on it, but if he does it for 65 plus games, then that's an
2010
all
and
NBA
5?
player.
wait,
No,
what?
2010 and 5.
Yeah,
That's not our
but
best player?
you got to play 65 games to make all NBA team. We all know that.
Does that
Yeah,
if he's
that's
averaging
crazy.
20, 10, and 5, why wouldn't he play 65 games?
That's crazy.
Hey,
He would literally play every game if he's doing that. They'll
Please,
never sit him
I mean,
down.
listen,
What are we doing?
look. Quiet,
65.
quiet as
Don't backtrack off your
quiet.
words,
No, I'm
man.
not
What?
Stand on
backpedaling
your
now. I'm just
words.
letting you know.
Stand on it.
I'm just letting you know what the reality of 65 games in today's NBA is, bro. Because load management is a bitch. Like
Who's
it
gonna
has been
load
a bitch,
manage
bro, for
someone
a minute.
averaging 20, 10, and 5?
Homie, he's not Joker, man. Come on. Listen, people gotta stop saying Danny's the next
Listen,
Joker, man. What Joker does is Game Boy numbers on a special level. Danny does that for over 65 games, whole different story. But you can't expect that the way Jordy plays him. It's just,
listen.
John, he's
But here's
22 or
the thing.
23. There's no way they're gonna sit him down and load manage him.
Hey, bro,
what you
No
listen.
think?
way.
We
No,
never, we
don't
never know.
leave. No,
Know.
I'm not letting you backtrack off of that.
No,
You
it's
said
not,
he's
I'm not
20, 10, and
backtracking, bro.
5. So
We know
why
how
would he
stupid
not
this
play?
organization is, bro. Like,
Why
so
would he
let's not
not play
play.
65 games? And you also said we're not tanking. So why would he not play 65 games? If we're not tanking and he's an all NBA player,
Well,
why
bro,
would he not play
listen.
65
We
games?
the only way we will find out is during the season. That's the only way we'll find out.
Oh man,
So this
you
ain't me
are a
backtrack.
boy,
I'm just
man.
ging you every possible scenario.
No,
This ain't me backtracking or
I'm giving
nothing.
you a scenario. You don't believe what you say. That's why you're
Yeah, I do believe what
backtracking.
I'm saying, bro. Y'all just don't believe that it's gonna happen.
Has there
Because
ever been a player who has averaged 20, 10, and 5 that a team held them out of games? A team that was not tanking or a team that was tanking? Because that's the scenario you just laid before us.
wow,
That's happened plenty of
listen,
times.
I know you like Danny
Name me
Rose,
one
but
player.
man,
That's happened plenty of times, bro. They sat Luca
Then
out,
name
bro.
me
The year that
one
they
player. If it's
Luca,
happened plenty of
Luca,
times,
it
name me
happened with
one
Luca,
player.
bro. The year that they got Kyrie, because remember they were tanking,
What?
and the NBA fined them. The NBA, bro. Why don't people remember that? That happened. What we talking about?
man, Danny Joker, man, Danny
What?
Joker, it's amazing.
How many
Maybe
games did Luca play that season?
oh man,
He played way less than 50, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't worry. I'm gonna look it up now.
Leaf,
Probably
Leaf,
less than 60, bro.
Leaf, Leaf,
I'm
Leaf.
looking it up right now.
because he didn't make an All NBA team, bro. Like, I remember
No,
that.
nope, nope. You're wrong. You're wrong. In 2020, in 21, 22, he played 65 games. 22,
That's not the
23,
year that
60.
I'm talking about. That's not the year that
22,
I'm talking about.
23,
That's
66 games. 23, 24, 70 games. So which season did he not play 50?
bro. I'm talking about the
Kyrie was traded to
year
them in 2022. Which season did he not play
2022.
50? Yeah, I just gave you he played 60, he played 66 games.
Oh, all
You
right, I'm
see,
wrong then.
your story ain't making
Wherever you guys
sense,
sit out
man.
had a crystal
All right,
ball,
I'm wrong
homie. At
then.
the end of the day, we have not drafted a center since Brooke Lopez or Jared
Okay, whatever.
Allen.
I'm wrong then.
Man.
Whatever. So what?
They
Good
gonna
for-
bench Danny Wolf, our best player, averaging 20, 10, and 5.
Oh man, that
I don't know.
that
Man,
would be
Listen,
that
I
the
don't know
crazy.
what they gonna
backlash
do,
they
bro.
gonna get for that, the
I
media
don't
will
know what they
actually
gonna
will
do, bro.
finally say
I know what
something.
I'm going. I know what I would do. That's all I can tell you.
Listen, Leaf, I get it, but to what me and Jay are saying, the way Jordy plays, Danny, it's not like he sees him as a starting five. It's that he sees him as a floater big. Like, he'll start sometime this year, but it's probably going to be due to injury management to Dayron and Mo at the five position as a starter or backup, not because he actually,
Uh,
outbeat him for it.
that might be true, but hey, listen.
Non-injury, Danny Wolf won't start 10 games. He's
He
not
Wow.
said
good. He's not good enough to
non-injury Dan.
start, man.
He said non-injury Danny
Non-injury,
Wolf.
he's not good enough
How
to
many,
start
bro?
10
He started plenty of games last year. What we talking about?
games.
If I'm not mistaken,
Non-injury
he started
games.
over 10 games last year, and he averaged more minutes than the niggas that just got money. That's
All right,
supposed to be at the
don't
center.
worry. I'm a look. I'm gonna look it
Well,
up
Go
because
yeah,
ahead, go
well,
ahead, look.
we can say he did many things.
look up his starter minutes. I need to see everything as a starter in the small sample size. I got to see this.
He started 15 games total.
So
Okay.
he started over 10 games. There you go, boom.
What were the
Now I
numbers?
said I said non-injury. Non-injury. You know,
He
Wow.
wasn't. Bro.
Clax was
He
out.
got injured. He got injured
Clax
at the
was
tail end of the
out
season. He still
all of
started
the end of the
over 50.
season.
He still
Clax
started
was out
15
all
games.
of
What we
the end of
talking
the
about?
season, and so was Day Day. Who else was there to start at center?
That's what he had. We had somebody else on the
Thank you.
roster, and I gotta
Who
look.
else? We didn't have another center on the roster.
I believe we did.
Non-injury games. He
No, we
will
Wow.
we
not
had we
start
had
10. He's
We
not good
had
enough.
Cheney at some point.
But he
Cheney
was
is
playing at
six
the end.
six.
He's not a legit center,
Hey,
man. He's not a legit center
I
anymore.
I don't think so neither. But at the same time, bro, that didn't stop him from playing it.
Let me see how many games Cheney Johnson started since you're gonna say that.
I don't think he started, but I think he played.
Oh, okay. So Danny, those were the games that Danny Wolf started. Thank you. The injury
Those were not
games.
the games that Danny Wood started, bro. Danny
He
Wood
only started
started.
15.
Go to okay, just go to the games that he started. Then
Cheney Johnson started one game, man. Come on
started
now.
started
Wow.
one game. Okay,
Started one game. So again,
cool.
Danny Wolf was starting injury games. They not gonna start
Injury
him over
games.
over over people. He not that good.
Well, that's the point
Okay,
that's the point I'm trying to make to Leaf is that he will start some games this year because we have to manage some of these guys, for injury stuff. But again, that's due to
Danny
the
Wolf ain't
injury
that
part of
good.
it, unfortunately.
Danny Wolf ain't that good, man.
No,
That's
he's
Wait,
not
you
uh,
good.
know
It's
you're
worse
saying
than the
he's 20,
plan.
10, and 5.
Danny Wolf ain't
He's
that good,
you
man.
saying he's
Yeah,
20, 10, and
I just
5.
gotta.
He's not that good.
Danny Wolf ain't that
How
good.
many
Yeah,
NBA
I just.
centers average 20, 10, and 5?
Uh,
How many?
Joker.
I could tell you how many players do it.
Jokic.
What
How
is
many
Joker?
centers do 20, 10, and 5?
I could tell you
Jokic.
how many
You're
players do
saying
it,
he's
but
the
it's a
second best center behind Jokic.
Whoa, oh,
no.
oh,
I'm
oh,
not
no,
saying that.
no.
If
Please
he's
no.
20, 10, and 5, that's exactly what you're saying.
No, I'm
Oh,
not. No, I'm
man.
not.
Okay,
See now you
who's
starting to
better
add
than
on.
that?
You just
No,
adding
who's
on
better
shit,
than
bro.
that?
I understand. I understand what you're doing, bro. But you just
No.
starting to add on shit.
Leaf, who's better than that? I'm giving you the stats. What
Tell me.
center is better than 20, 10, and 5 other than Jokic?
Other than Jokic, bro. Like
Yes. What other center is going to give you those numbers?
you asking me you asking me a question and you not keying in how many players that was averaging 20, 10, and 5 because it was a couple of them, bro. Like but just to
How
be honest,
many?
it
Which
was at
ones?
least more. It was at least more than three players, bro. What are we talking about?
I'm asking you
Don't
which ones because
I
I don't know.
think Embiid. I
I'm
think
going to look it
Embiid can
up.
give you those numbers,
hold up.
right, Jay?
Well, we gotta remember that if I'm not
Embiid.
mistaken, bro, Sabonis was leading the league in no, he didn't play. Nope, bugging out.
Can and B can give you those numbers.
And B could
That's
give you those
Nah,
numbers.
Embiid is averaged more than he's averaged more than 5 assists once in his career, and that was
wow.
a season that he played 39 games, so that
He's
don't
been
count.
he's
Well,
been too injury
he gets
prone.
very close to that stat line. He can get
I
very
mean,
close to
the only other bigs you can look at that might be near Danny Wolf are a Sengun or Sabonis. But again, Danny has a lot he has to do to get better, though. At this point, like he's far from a finished product. And let's remember, he's the oldest prospect we got. So Leaf, he should be playing as good or if not better than some of these other guys as the vet of this rookie class. He
John, I'm
has to.
100% with Leaf. If Leaf is telling me that Danny Wolf is going to be, he ain't even got to be the second best. If he's telling me he's going to be a top five center
Oh
in
my
the
God.
NBA, and I'm
I don't know
100% with
about
him.
that. I don't know about that. Listen, Jordy
What do you
plays
mean
his
you don't know
style.
about that? Did you not hear he's going to be 20, 10, and 5? That's top five center in the league.
What Leaf wants, but you got to look at
I
what
don't
Jordy and
necessarily. I don't
the
necessarily think that's
guy at
top
the
five
moment.
center in the league, bro. Just because he averages 20, 10, and 5.
No,
We got it. We got it. We got it. Hold up. The thing is, we got to key in. We got see the thing. The thing is, bro. People just load up the question, bro. Like, and then say this is that, bro, because he's averaging this. No, that's not how
Yeah,
it works.
Leaf 20, 10, and 5 is all
I
NBA.
understand what 20,
That
10, and
makes him
5
that
is,
makes him a
but it's a
top
lot
five
more
center
that
in the
go.
league.
It's a lot.
he said
No, that's not
Leaf
what it. That's
is
not what it means. That's not what it means. That's not what it means.
Wait,
It's
being
like
all
you
NBA
got to
doesn't
lose.
make you top
You have
five
to lose
center?
that ideology. That's not what it means.
Wow.
See.
Okay.
The thing is, you didn't even key in the fact that I said as a starter. That's number one. Number two, bro, you didn't key in the minutes neither. So you did. So it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit that you left out in that aspect. He could be averaging 20 and 10 and 5 as a center, while goddamn Dayron is nursing a knee injury because he got too skinny.
So
I
wait, you're saying if he averages, you're saying if he starts 3 games and he averages 20, 10, and 5, then your point is made.
I,
Basically,
I
Is
think
that what you're
Breezy.
saying?
I think Breezy's
basically,
stat line.
that's what I've been saying, bro.
I think
That's what
Breezy.
I've been saying, bro.
Wait,
What?
wait.
What? See who can average 20, 10, and 5 coming off the bench? Nobody.
Hey,
I
Like
no,
think
you
I'm
only
not
do that. You only
Leaf.
do that with legitimate starter minutes.
No,
So
no,
if the
I'm not
minutes go
disagreeing
up,
with you. I'm
so
not
then
disagreeing with
hold on.
you.
Just let me finish my point. If the minutes are reasonable for him to average 20, 10, and 5, let's say like 29, 29, 30, 31 minutes a game as a starter, then I believe that he can average that.
I
That's
think I
that's
think
all I've been saying.
I think Breezy's
Leaf.
stat line of
I've
14,
only talked
64
about
is
the minutes, bro.
realistic.
Like everybody keeps saying you think he can average 20, 10, and 5. Not playing 20 minutes. No.
I mean, belief. You see Breezy's stat line 14, 6, and 4 off the bench. I could see that. Hell, I could see him get around the 16 point threshold. And
Breezy wanted
Who?
CT to get $100 million, bro. I'm not listening to that shit.
I mean, off
I'm
the
not.
bench. I mean, listen. I think Danny Wolf could get double figures, like over 10 points off the bench. But rebounds
You
have to be
do?
down the 5 and 6
Wow.
threshold. Oh, I mean, come on. He has to give you at least 10 points. He's being over what
I can't
6'11".
I can't
Yeah.
see that at all. He's
Why?
not averaging 10
I don't
points.
know. I
No.
don't know how you
Please
can't
no.
see that, bro. Like, I mean, bro,
10
like what?
points? Nah.
Wow.
I
Mm-mm.
don't understand how you can't see that, bro. Like outside of Yegor,
Wow.
he was averaging the second most points out of all our rookies, bro. Like, and he played the lowest amount of minutes out of our rookies.
Wait, big
This is
homie.
facts.
Big homie. Any night Danny Wolf putting up 20, 10, and 5? What world are we in right now? This is bizarro. Any nights. Oh, man, the league is starting to follow, man. This is a
No,
bad
it ain't.
following.
No, it ain't.
You got
No,
big
it ain't.
homie. That's
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
tonight.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't, bro. No, it
Oh,
ain't.
man. This is
It's just people.
amazing.
It's just people misinterpret the shit that I say, and they think what they want to think, bro. Like then they just carry on one portion of what I said and just run with it. I always accumulated the minutes. Danny Wolf is not going to average 20, 10, and 5, averaging 20 minutes like he did last year. If he
But
does
yeah,
that, it's going to be on 28 to 29 plus minutes a game.
again, he
And
has to.
it's gonna be in the starting lineup with MPJ, Michael Brown, Yegor, and Julius Randle.
He's going to have to perform well, Leaf. I mean, he's going to be, what, 24, 25 when his first contract comes up? He's going to have to show you a lot in a short amount of time. He's a college grad, essentially, on the team.
Great.
2010 and 5 is not a bench player. Like I
No,
don't
that's
I
not.
if
didn't
That's
say
Jordy
it was.
wants to win,
I agree with you, bro. You
if
saying what I
Jordy
just
wants to
said,
win, he's not going to look at that type of production and say, "Nah, I'm gonna keep you on the bench. You're gonna play 15
That's for
minutes."
sure.
Well, he
That's for
was
Like,
sure.
good.
like where are you getting that from? Like, how does that even make sense to you?
bro. You not
Come
understanding
on,
nothing that
man.
I said, bro. Like it's
No,
players
but
that are
that's no, but that part
no,
can't make
no,
sense
no,
to you.
because we
If
gonna
he's 20,
because
10, and
we
5,
no,
the coach is
you
not
not
going to say,
understand.
"I'm not going to play you."
Once again, you running with one portion of what I said, and you running with it, bro. Like that's you not interpreting the whole shit. You gotta
Which part am I
understand, bro. Like
missing?
2010 and 5 in 3 starts, bro. Like doesn't really do it for most coaches in the league. They're gonna see that and be like, "Oh, yo, I need to put the person I gave the extension to back in the lineup. Now that he healthy,
After
they
three
might do some
games?
dumb shit. They've been doing dumb shit like that for
Extension,
years.
he not even making 10 million. Like,
Oh!
why are they going to prioritize him?
Not even
Aaron
10
is making 10 million,
million.
by the way, bro. He signed for 2 years, 20.
Yo,
So
Okay,
man, Jay's
great.
laying the hammer down on your guy, Danny, man. He put him in the
I
Danny Wolf Pound right
No,
now.
no,
Oh, man.
I'm going by the stat production that Leaf is saying. If Leaf is saying this man is going to be points, rebounds, and assists, right? There's no way the head coach is going to say, "I'm not going to play this guy but 10, 15 minutes a game." That's just not realistic. If he's producing like that, the coach is going to find a way for him to play.
Yeah, he gonna play. He will definitely play.
yeah,
I mean, he would
I'm
He
play
listening.
as a
play.
good
But
He
but
man.
but
definitely
so
play.
He would.
I don't care who he plays over, but he has to play if he has that
Conveniently
type of
left out.
production.
Go ahead.
Jay conveniently left out, bro. Like we got to be winning because we are competing as a team. That's number one.
Yeah,
Oh
that's for
yeah,
sure.
How did I
bro.
leave that out?
It's,
Don't you think 2010 and 5 would help us win?
Sure enough.
It
From the
could.
center,
yeah,
from the
I mean,
center,
what?
from our center.
From
It's
a
supposed
center?
Wow,
to.
Right.
wow.
Oh, hold on, I'll be back.
We be in the top three in the East.
That's what I said that a month ago, and people were laughing at me. Thank you. We will be
You be in the
top.
I
We
top.
will
know,
be top 3 in the East if we have a center doing 2010 and 5 who we expect nothing from.
Right.
I
Because I know
honestly,
we got shooters. We
I,
got plenty
I
of
see.
shooters.
I, I see Leaf wants a lot for Danny. It's just I look at him as the oldest guy on his team. He has to show you a lot off the bench. But against what Jay said, we don't know what his role is. Jordy treats him like a positionless floater. Like he's never really given him the center minutes. He only will get them because of injury management, not because he actually outbeat these other guys. Because he is much older than half our prospects. So
Well,
again, you have to show a
Danny
lot
needs
for him in those
time.
20 games.
Danny needs time. You know,
He's
he needs
23,
time.
man.
He
He's
needs time to
23. How
play.
much time are you going to give him?
To
He's 23
find,
years old right now, right? Isn't he
yeah,
like
but
22, 23?
it's still like you put him on a bicycle and he just now know how to ride a bike. I mean, he
Yeah,
just came in the
but
league. This is the second year.
Cheney
This is
Johnson is like, but Cheney Johnson like 24, didn't play any
but
basketball, and yet
Cheney,
Bummer
but
is playing center as a
but
6'7" guy.
but Cheney played in the G League.
He played and made minutes too off this team at the end of the season as well. He
Cheney
showed off
been
before that
Cheney
time.
played against has-beens in the G
No,
League or
he was okay.
wannabes in the G League.
Yeah. So he's showing you nothing at 6'7", playing the center position that doesn't show you any defensiveness, any physicality that we
Well,
asked from Danny Miller.
you got to remember Cheney also didn't start.
Oh,
He
now
don't
what's that?
start. He don't
Well,
start.
Look, when we're resting guys, Cheney should get minutes for our team. When we're resting guys on
Yeah,
back to back,
that's
he's
true.
giving you defensive effort. He's giving you
Yeah.
offensive energy, and he showed athleticism this past summer. He was dunking the crap out the ball. I'm like, whoa,
That's
Cheney,
good.
okay. Like that's
Yeah.
stuff you want to see from young guys. And Danny Wolf is not athletic. He's not a
Well,
defender.
I
He's an
just think
offensive big of sorts.
John, you
That's what
lost
I
me.
know.
Why are we resting guys when Nets Daily keeps talking about how we're the youngest team in the
Are
league?
we really gonna
What are
buy?
we resting guys for? We got young
Greg,
guys.
You know, 3 against the Pacers, Michael Brown's not playing. And people are going to go, oh, is
Why
it the
not?
back to back?
He's
Because they don't do
20.
it. But they did the same thing with Diego last year with the foot thing. They're going to not play the guys too much on back-to-back because it's their first year. You know the
But he's
system, Jay.
20.
Yeah,
No,
but
he's 20.
Jay, you know the system. And MPJ, as an expiring contract, you know he's not playing back-to-backs either. There's going to be management for some guys that,
He's in the
unfortunately,
contract
it's going to
season.
happen. Yeah,
He's in
but
the
they're,
contract season.
but they're not.
He's gonna talk about playing.
Yeah, but they're not going to risk losing him because of the back stuff either, and the brace, Jay. Like again, this is what they're going to do. We know this already.
All right, we got our big fan Breezy on the
Good
stoop. What's up, big
day.
fan? What's good? What's good, man?
I was just trying to enjoy the show until I got a Cam Thomas shot. You know what I mean? Word. I was just chilling in the chat. And again, man, shout out to Cam Thomas, man. I hope he's somewhere living his good life, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
he not on the team. I ain't come up here to talk about Cam Thomas. I came here to say that I checked too. I checked too. I went and see if it was anybody off the bench any center off the bench that came and averaged 20, 10, and 5. It never happened in the NBA.
Wow.
The last time somebody had 20, 10, and 5 was Nikola Jokic in the 2025-2026 season.
Whoa.
And I mean,
Now, don't do that,
damn,
Breezy. He
bro.
said there's plenty of people who do it.
Like if he could average those kind of the points and rebounds and assists, bro, the Nets should just hire Leaf, man. Just hire this nigga, man. Just
Yeah.
hire him to scout after this, because I don't see it. I honestly I think he's gonna be good, but I just don't think he's that good. I think he's about around 12 points, 6 boards, 3 assists.
Yeah.
What's wrong? That's a good
Yeah.
It,
stat line.
he
That's a decent number.
plays better with bench guys like Minot and Ellis next to him than our starters who aren't the best defenders. I don't know why Leaf doesn't see it as a positive. Danny Wolf's going to average maybe over 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 3 assists, something like that. What's wrong with that? Why has it got to be 18, 10, and like 5 or something like that? Like Danny's not going to steal shots away from MPJ, Randall, or our backcourt. Like we cannot have Yegor and Mikael Brown taking under 10 shots a game. If I see that during the first 5 of 10 games, there's a problem here. Like our young guys
John,
cannot be taking less shots than MPJ or Randall for the whole season. That's going
John,
to be a
I'm
problem.
confused though. You can't complain about his stat lines for Danny Wolf when you said if the number 8 pick doesn't average 25 and 5, he's underachieved.
I said
Like, come on,
18
man.
or
You got
something.
to
I
give
said
these second years
18.
guys some grace, man. Like the numbers that y'all expect them to have, it's not realistic. Y'all got to
Jay,
give them some grace.
Jay, I'm just pushing for them to elevate themselves. If it happens, okay. If it doesn't, I can't do anything about it. But again, MPJ and Randall aren't the future of this team. We don't know if MPJ is going to be here 5 months from now. I want Michael and Diego to shine this season because we have to make a case to the NBA that we have talent in our youth. Not that Randall's going to carry us to a barely playing team and MPJ is going to have close to what he did last year, which, be honest, that was more stat padding than what people want to admit. Again, those two guys aren't the future of this team. That just can't get lost in context is what I'm saying. Like, for Diego to average, what'd you say, 14, 4, and 4? I'm not going to be like crazy stoked
That'd be
about
an
that.
excellent, excellent season for him.
Come on, Chad.
That'd
Yeah,
be
that
an
would be a
excellent
good
season for
season.
him.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be a good
man.
season for him.
Oh my
I'm not
God,
asking.
man. Yo, you got to
Yeah,
give these guys some grace.
yeah,
And for
we
you,
need that
me
backcourt to be
saying
good,
14,
man.
4, and 4 is an excellent season. You saying if he doesn't do 25 and 5, he
I
didn't
didn't
have a
say
good season.
5.
Come
I
on,
said
man.
like
You got to give him some grace.
yeah, I said like 18-5 and like 4 or something like that. Or no, 18-5, 18-6
That's
and 5, I
not
think.
it's not
18-6 and 5.
realistic.
It's not realistic. Listen, Danny Wolf is unrealistic, but Yegor has the potential to take a leap this year. He does. That kid was shooting like out the moon last year, man. Remember against the Magic? He couldn't be stopped in fourth quarters. Yegor may be the most clutch fourth quarter player on this team. I want to see it during the other 3 quarters, not just fourth quarters anymore. We have to see Michael and Yegor show us there's some complete basketball to their game. Not
Can
just a
he?
bunch of
You think
ballers.
Igor can play 65 games?
I hope. I hope he does. I hope Michael gets close to 50 if he has to get low managed at certain points. But
That's a lot of games. With
Jaeger
his
should be over 60 at this point.
with his foot problems.
I have heard nothing about the foot issues, but again, if Michael's getting injury managed, I hope Jaeger is not getting injury managed on that game 3. If he is, then I don't know what the hell is going on with the medicals off this team.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah,
I
yeah, go
just
ahead,
checked
Breezy.
because this Cam Thomas stuff is getting to me, man.
Go ahead, shoot.
I just checked Danny Wolf how many times he scored 20 points in his whole life. And he scored 20 points four times and three times in college and once in the
Oh,
NBA.
oh,
And
wow.
Leaf want to throw shots at me because I don't agree that Danny Wolf's going to score 20, 10, and 5 when he only scored 4 20-point games in 5 years.
Hey, that's his logic, Breeze. Nothing you can do about
He
it.
should he should have activated me, man. Now I'm activated, man. I'm about to.
Yeah. You think we're doing a debate between you and Leaf about Cam versus Danny? Ooh, let's go. Get the popcorn. Set it up, man.
I didn't
Yo,
know.
Cam Thomas scored 40 point games in a row, and can he get all of this negative press, which is what it is. He not on the Nets anymore, whatever. But my thing is to contrast Danny Wolf to Cam Thomas. They play two different roles, and what you expect from Danny Wolf is from a big. He's 6'11". Danny Wolf, I expect him to play at least adequate defense, average a good 7 rebounds, and give me a 12 points. If he could give me 12, 7, and 3, I'm good. I don't need him to be 20, 10, and 5. He could be
Danny
12,
Wolf?
7, and 3, and I will be good. And I don't even know if
How?
he, huh?
I mean,
How was he gonna give that much? I didn't even expect him to play.
what? JJ, you are lowering the bar, man, for Danny.
Wow.
Wait, no, no, seriously. And this is not me taking any shots at Danny Wolf, but how many players do you think Coach Jordy's gonna play? Most NBA rotations are about 9 guys, sometimes 8, sometimes 10. Some teams go crazy and do like
I'm
only
not,
7.
Jacob.
If we're doing our 10 best players, Danny Wolf is not one of our 10 best players. That's why
Wow.
I don't understand Nets fans who think he'll be in the rotation. Mo
I
I
think he's
Wagner
gonna play
and
12. I think he's
Dayron
gonna
Sharp
play
are
12
ahead of
plays.
him.
I think he's gonna play 12 plays because of all of the back to backs. I
Okay.
think he's gonna be forced to play more than 10 plays or not 8 or
Okay.
9 plays because of all the back to backs.
so,
Yeah,
Okay.
I
so
think
I
he.
can
I
accept
think.
that.
Yeah, I think he's going to play over 10
so,
players
Okay.
because of the way he wants to run.
so Jay,
He's gonna make them run too.
You think Noah Clowney's taking the backup floor over Danny this summer? You think Clowney's going to get that opportunity?
I believe so, yes.
Wow. If Clowney takes Danny's job, then Leaf, man, I think there's an argument to be made at this point. Because at
How's
the
he
end of the
taking
day,
his job,
yeah,
John? And I'm really not even arguing with people. It's what I've said for months now. If you look at the players that are on the team, the depth chart, right? You would say that are 2 lottery picks. Those 2 are for sure. You would say
yeah,
MPJ. You would say Julius Randle. You would say
mhm,
Dayron Sharp. That's 5
yeah,
guys. You
yeah,
would
that's
say Mo
fine.
Wagner. That's 6 guys.
Uh-huh.
You would say Keon Ellis. That's 7 guys. A lot
Right,
of fans would say Josh Minot. That's eight
right.
guys.
And
Terrence
Nolan,
Mann is was in a love affair with the coaching staff. That's 9 guys. Nolan Trayar is there also. That's 10 guys. You see
wow.
what I'm saying? And I'm sure I've missed somebody along the way. This is where I don't see where Danny Wolf is going to play as much as some other people think that he will, because I don't think he's one of the 10 best players on the team.
So you could
And
see
I didn't even
opening
say Noah
I
Clowney. That
think
would be
that I
11
think that's
guys.
bullshit.
so opening
I
night,
think that's bullshit.
Opening night, Danny Will's playing those garbage minutes at the fourth quarter, Jay.
Yes, yes.
What?
When
I don't,
Charlotte is
bro.
up by
Like
15 in the
who are
fourth
10
quarter,
players
I
on
think
this
he'll
team
get
that's
out there
better
and
than
play a
Danny
good
Wolf?
7 minutes.
He just named him. He said Terrence Mann is better than Danny Wolf, and I don't even like
That's
that guy.
disgusting. Y'all got, y'all.
Yo,
I didn't say it.
I'm
wait a minute,
I
ashamed.
wait a
didn't.
minute.
I didn't
Y'all
say it.
realize? No,
I'm
no.
so appalled, bro.
This is
Like
all jokes aside, because most Nets fans don't realize this. Most Nets fans do not realize Terrence Mann was an opening night starter last season.
that don't
Most
mean
Nets
that he
fans do
better
not
than Dan.
realize that.
Yeah, he was last
He was
season,
an
bro. When we
opening
were,
night starter,
you know who else was open?
started
You know who
a
else was
number of
starting in the, you know who
games.
else was starting with him? Ben Saraf. You gonna tell
I
me Ben
know.
Saraf is
Yeah.
over Danny Wolf too?
No, because he proved that he was dirt. That's why they put him in the G League.
All right.
bro.
At the end of the day, Danny has a lot he has to show us. I can see Jay's being a possibility, but also at the same time, I think it's a battle between Danny and Noah this summer to see who really deserves it. And whoever doesn't get it, you're probably
Said
playing
Mo
back to
Wagner,
back.
Terrence Mann, Trayor, Dayron are not better than Danny Wolf, man. Like what, like you, bro, like you can't even get Nets fans that don't agree with my take to put him in the starting lineup to agree with that bullshit.
Well,
You
Nolan, I
can't.
think. Well, Nolan is a better guard, I would say, because he was third in rookies and assists last year. So I think Jay is really good.
Nolan had the same exact stat line that Danny Wolf had last year, and he played significantly more minutes.
Again, Nolan is a point guard. Danny Wolf wants to be a guard, but again, that doesn't apply to this team right now unless he's a center, which we don't even know if that's a possibility unless guys are getting injury managed or something.
Listen, I can't wait for the season to start, bro.
Me neither. I can't.
I really, really like hope that the coaching staff just hold on to my voice, bro. Like, cause I already know how this team is gonna compete and win every damn night. A lot of people is just searching for balance and shit when we don't even have it. A lot of people are searching for shit that we don't have on this roster, and that is not gonna really improve our team, bro. Like, it's certain
That's
shit
why
that
we
we
have
have
to go
that
out to the market eventually.
Leaf, how many
no,
games we gonna
it's
win?
certain shit
How
that we
many you
got
got
on
us
it's
for?
certain shit that we got on this roster already that's going to give us the best possible scenario of competing in games night in and night out, and everybody
Leaf, how
just
many
saying, bro,
wins you got us for?
Yeah, how many
I
wins?
got
I
it
got to hear this.
at minimum 25.
But that's not progression though. Over
That's
30
25 and
is
But
progression.
that's
57.
because
Come
the East is
on.
stacked. What you
That's
want us to
Well,
decent.
do?
That's awful.
again, you have to get better talent than if that's the case, Leaf, because you can't say internally.
What do you want us to
You can't
do, bro? Like,
improve.
what
You
do you
got to
want us to do?
improve.
What do you want us to do, bro, when the Eastern Conference is stacked as it is, bro? Like,
All I said is at the deadline, regardless of record, if you could turn MPJ into a younger upgrade, you do it. You don't just change the role that late because the East is crazy right now. You got to
I
plan
don't
for the
really
future.
listen. The reality of our situation is that we got a chance to compete in a lot of games. I think this year is really all about the morale of the young players, bro, and showing them that they can compete and not get beat up by 50 and 60 points every other night. That's the real morale. That's gonna be the real progress and morale of this team. This team don't get
Not
don't
wins?
they don't go from getting beat by 50 and 60 a year ago into just all right, yo, we winning over 40 something games. That's not how that go.
I just think you need a
What do you
legit
mean?
team
We
here.
wait, whoa. Joey earlier was talking about we have floor raisers. That I think it was Joey, where Juju is a floor raiser, Keon Ellis is a floor raiser, and Mo Wagner are floor raisers. How do we have floor raisers? And according to you, we only win 3 more games.
Bruh. Like
What
you
kind of
see,
floor raising is that?
bruh,
Mm.
the floor raising is just based on spacing, bro. Like that's just another word for spacing on the court, bro. Like for people to not players to not get in each other's way. That's all it is, bro. Like that's all floor raising really is.
But that
Like
means these
don't
guys
take
got to make their
you
shots,
gotta
though.
bro, you gotta take that floor raising shit with a grain of salt, bro. Like you can't just say, yo, this is they the best possible floor raisers on the team. They maybe not, depending on how they play or what type of what type of success they're gonna have in Jordy's system. Who knows? But
Well,
realistically,
the
bro,
competing that you're
everything,
talking about should lead to more wins.
all the answers. Listen, all the answers to all everything that I've been preaching, and all the answers to all of y'all questions about who could do this and who could that do that is gonna be answered real soon. That's all I know, bro. Like you want me to dig in a crystal ball and give you the exact win total, bro. Like just because I believe in Danny Wolf.
My biggest
I believe Danny Wolf under our coaching staff all of his abilities is going to be used to the maximum amount.
I,
That's what
I
I really believe.
I hear you, Leaf. My biggest complaint with you is not that Dan Wolf can't offensively impact us; is that you think he's the starting five of the future. He's not. I think legit
I'm
starting
not
center.
saying he.
Is
I said
something
this
guys
year.
like
I said this
Durant.
year. I said this year.
When you say 2010 and 5, that's a guy you locked down under a 4-year contract. Leaf.
Yeah,
No,
but at the yeah, but at the same time, but
that's
at
not
the
a
same time, granted, if he does do that at the five, and then we finally get a five that we can actually pair him with in the future, we're most likely gonna put him at the four, right, John?
doing that as a 4. Leaf, you lost me in translation very quickly, man.
John, pay attention to what I just said. If he's able to show that he could do 2010 and 5 at the five this year, by the time we get the five that we really want to pair with him, we're going to move him to the four, correct?
Why?
But you think he's
There's
going to do
one
that
other
to guys
center
like,
who's 2010 and 5. Why would you move him if he's done
yeah,
2010 and 5 at a
The,
position?
the same,
I
the
got
same,
lost
this.
with that one.
Oh my God, bro.
You
And,
wait, you
and
don't think that would be grounds for getting a better four next to him if
you
he's
gotta,
already 2010 and 5 at the position that is the most difficult to play in the NBA
Man, listen, hey,
in
man,
terms of
look,
production?
listen, maybe, but I don't. I just the thing is that we don't know what we're gonna get. We may get a five in the future. We may get a four in the future. We may get a three in the future. I think we're closer to getting four and threes. I just said five because I'm expressing what we actually need going forward.
yeah, but
But
you
we
move.
just drafted,
That's
we
what we're
just
probably gonna
leave
be needing going forward. But as of
leave. We
right
just
now,
drafted two fours.
based on how our roster is constructed right now, there's no reason for me to believe that Dayron Sharp and Mo Wagner is gonna play over 20 something minutes of starting time, bro, over Danny Wolf. I
You better,
don't believe it. I'm sorry,
you,
Jay.
you better hope
Hey,
Dayron and
Leaf,
Mo don't
Leaf,
get
as
hurt,
much as
man.
I
Like,
want to be
Danny's
with
in
you,
trouble.
I don't want you to be upset with the coaching staff when the season starts, and that's exactly what's happening.
Hey,
You,
listen, I might be, but as negative as I've been in the last 3 years, bro, like you seeing positive shit from me that you ain't never heard before, ever
you,
in terms of the Nets. Because guess
No,
what, bro?
I'm not
All it's
disagreeing.
gonna take
I'm
for us to
telling
get
you.
all it's gonna take for us to get bashed by the Knicks for me to say trade everybody. Realistically,
wait, what? So Danny Wolf underperformed against the Knicks. You're out on him. Bye, Danny.
Hey, Leaf, that first game that we play against the X, don't we play them? We play them in our first 10 games,
I
right?
think we playing in them in the back to back. So I'll look at the roster and see
Three,
Oh,
what's
we
three,
going on.
might get stomped. That might
well,
be a 50 piece then.
It
three,
might
three,
be, but depending on who we playing that day, bro.
Sheesh.
three
Because
out.
the NBA basically set us up for failure, bro. Like with these 16 back to backs, bro. It is what it is.
How? We
It
got the
like
youngest team. Everybody should be playing.
Wait,
yeah,
three
yeah,
out.
well, we got one of the youngest team. Everybody should be playing, but come on, not on those 16,
Wait,
the most
wait,
back backs in the
wait,
league. Come on now.
wait. 3 out of 4 of those Knicks games are back to back. So we're playing 3 times on a back to back
Yeah,
game
but
playing
I
We
want
played
them to
them 3 times
prioritize
on the
that
back
game
to back.
because getting
How the hell,
wins
like,
in those games
bruh?
means
three
something.
out of four. Like it's
We haven't
crazy.
beaten them in like 4 years, I think.
They're 14-0 against
We
us.
ain't beat them since we
Oh my
traded
God.
KD.
Wow.
So that could go as high as 17 or 18. Why would the NBA do crap? Like, this is the thing I keep saying about Joe and Sean. Just get back to the end on
No, wait a
Friday
minute.
conference.
John,
These guys
are
do.
they on a back to back in any of those games? Or is it
Who?
just us?
It's just us. Like, we have the most.
Just us.
And
No,
on
no,
the
I'm
test,
talking about the games that we're playing the X. Are they on the second half of a back to back
oh,
in any
I
of those
got.
games?
I got to check that. I'll let you know on the text message later.
Okay.
We'll do that. But yeah, just again, and that's another thing with what's so upset about having a back to back in the first 3 games. Like, when does that ever happen? It feels like we're getting a lot of first year of crap, and that's when you're going to see guys like Michael Porter Jr., Mo Wagner. They're going to get rested because one's a tradable asset, one's a young prospect, the other's an injury basket case. Guys have played more than 20 minutes in 6 years. Like, I agree with you, Jay. If these young guys are healthy, you play them. But our organization, they do things in such a bad way that you have to expect it now that that's how things are going to play out. But it's going to be a tough season, man. I just hope whatever wins we get are progressive wins, man, and not just morality wins, because you can't do nothing with that right now. That's not gonna make you feel any
Yeah.
better than it
Look,
is.
look, look. Listen to morality games, bro. Whatever that hell that mean. I never believed in that shit. It is what it is, bro. But all I know, bro. I listen. I know what our best chance of winning is, bro. And I'm staying on it, bro. And I'm not moving off that shit for nobody.
Yeah, Jay said the Knicks have 2 nights off before they play us,
Yeah, come
and the
on,
Nets are coming off a back to back.
come on, man. Yo, the
I
NBA, man,
mean,
they're
That's the
just
first game. What
getting
about the
started,
other? What
man.
about the other two that we played them on back to
the
backs?
other two they probably got a night off. If I had to say.
Man, listen,
I
Sean
mean, I don't, I
Gilmore,
don't really
what is
like.
trying to
It's not,
say.
it's not for me to look at a team schedule that I don't even mention their names, bro. I don't really care for it.
I'm not asking you to, but somebody on the call can.
I
This is the
mean, bro,
this is
listen,
this this is
I don't even think it's important, bro. Like, to be honest with you,
no,
bro.
I
this is
mean,
the path. This is the path Sean and Joe have led us down, pain and suffering. And until they tell us it's going to work out in some way, that's all we're getting right now. It has to change. The NBA sent a direct message with the schedule. This is no, oh, it was a randomized thing. It was your bottom team, so you get better, we treat you like such. It's
I'm gonna
upsetting,
tell you
man. It's
what's funny
upsetting.
about that, and I'll probably talk about this more in the months to come. The funny thing about that, because y'all were talking about the owner, like we
Yeah.
were talking about the owner earlier, is that the NBA gave us this type of schedule, right? And
Hmm.
he does everything to bend over backwards when the NBA asks him for something. To
right,
the effect that I was telling people about this months ago, and I could never say it publicly because this country is in a war in the Middle East.
right.
Josiah agreed for us to play in the Middle East game. We were supposed to play the
No.
Wizards in Doha,
No, that's
You
come
in
was,
Doha,
on.
in Doha, Qatar.
Yeah,
you
We were
Wow.
was,
literally
yeah, I
supposed
remember
to.
that.
And when I was out in LA, I was talking to Keyshawn George,
yeah,
and
Really?
because we were supposed to play the Wizards, and
right.
I'm like, and I'm saying to myself, why would Josiah agree to everything that the NBA asks when they have not given us the right draft pick in back to back years, and
Right.
then now coming out weeks later they give us this schedule? It's like, why are you agreeing to everything that they want and they don't give you anything?
Yeah,
It's
They
the
give
way
you
they
well,
do
no TV
business.
games. They give you all of these back to back games, and everything they say you agree to. That's stupid.
Yeah, that is stupid, but at the same time, bro, like they don't feel like they got the ammunition to fight off the sabotage that's gonna come their way.
Yeah, our
You know what I'm
organization
saying?
sabotaged ourselves to leave. It's not fully. It was
How
some of
can
it's
they
the NBA.
sabotage
Our
us more?
organization sabotaged themselves a lot here too. The Brooklyn Nets organization
I
did.
mean, I mean, but the NBA, but the NBA is going to continue to keep piling on. The thing is that like when we try to turn the corner and make up for our mistakes, bro. Here comes the NBA. Like, no, here comes the NBA with a rule change with the draft. Here comes the
Yeah.
NBA with these random lotteries, bro. Like with teams that's finished lower than us getting higher
Hey,
picks than us.
hey,
How is it that I predicted that the Chicago Bulls, who started the season 9-1, was going to get a top five pick before us? And everybody
hey,
keeps saying that was easy to predict. No, it wasn't, because the NBA on NBC, bro, just now got a contract, and all of a sudden the Chicago Bulls has been priority number one ever since the NBA got games back on NBC.
hey,
Why? Because they want to revive that Bulls Knicks bullshit that they had in the 90s.
and that's not it. Also, we also have expansion in 2 years. We're going to have potentially Anthony Edwards or Cam Boozer in the East. So again, it's a pile on. It's just a pile on. Until you fix it, this is what you get. That's why you can't be in a standstill forever. You're in a standstill. Every other team gets better. You still get worse. But you keep saying trust the process. The trajectory is great. Anything less than 30 wins this season is an abject failure, and they better own that. Better not be, oh, the Knicks are still winning. No, own that. It's
John,
a
So so all
John,
right,
trajectory.
30
so
30
so we
wins is
get
an
so if
abject
we get
failure also.
so if we get
Yeah,
what 35
that's
wins,
the
so we
saying.
get
Like,
what
the saying
35
is,
wins
that is
minimum,
fair.
bro. Like we got progress.
I mean, yeah,
That's
it
that's
depends
still a
how you see
failure.
it. It depends how
It's
you
still
see
a
it.
but is it progress? Is the question?
It's
It
minimal.
depends on who's helped with those 35.
Right. Right.
Because if no, Leaf, in this way you would agree. If they get 35 wins, Danny Wolf barely plays. Remember, we drafted 7 rookies in the last 2 drafts in the first round.
Uh, yeah.
And Tyler Bilodeau was 35th pick, so he's right after the first round. So we drafted 8 rookies in the first 35 picks. That's more than half of our
Wow.
team. If these guys are not
Crazy.
contributing, and the guys who are contributing, if Terrence Mann is still playing a lot, you see what I'm
Oh
saying?
man. Oh
Is
man,
is
that's
is that
massive.
progress?
No,
If
if
you
he's
if
playing
you
30
playing
minutes,
all
it's
the
horrible.
older guys, if all the vets and all the older guys are playing and you're not playing the rookies and the second year guys, how do you consider that
If,
progress?
Okay, so 35 wins got to come from multiple picks from the previous 2 years
They gotta
playing.
help.
Okay, I could agree with that.
I can
I
agree
mean,
with that too.
I could
when
agree.
I
I could
make
agree with that, but and it's going to be easy for me to assess that. You know why, Jay, bro? Because it's already 3 guys that's been picked in the last 2 years that got solidified spots on the team. One is our 2 players in the backcourt, and
Yeah.
our backup point guard off the bench. So that's two. That's 3 right there.
if I
You
see a
add Danny Wolf, that's 4 because he's better than Dayron and Mo Wagner.
if I see a Terrence Mann, Keon Ellis backcourt for game one, I might turn my channel off temporarily. 'Cause I can't. Come on. If Nolan Trayor, if they're hiding some medical issue with him and he can't play the first game, what a disappointment, man. Like again, the reason why they make big moves, what they're trying to say is we believe that the 8 or 9 guys Jay mentioned or drafted are going to be contributors in some form of fashion. But if their minutes don't show it as a progressive note, then what are we doing? Again, this is where
This
direction
is
has to come in play here.
you know what, John. I so agree with you and Jay about how a lot of the picks in the past 2 years need to get minutes. Is one of the reasons why I've been pushing Danny Wolf in the goddamn first place. Because I already know 3 of our young players are gonna have solidified spots coming into the season already. That's Yegor, number one. That's Michael, number two, and that's Nolan Trayo, number three. They most likely gonna be the point guards that's gonna be in a rotation. We got 3 players right there. Ain't no way Keon Ellis playing the one. And
He's
if I
likely the
see,
bunch of
if I
four.
see, but then again, I gotta go back to what John said. If I see Terrence Mann playing the one off the
Oh
bench, I know
man,
some bullshit is going on.
facts. And at the end of the day, we all want Dennis to see. Like we may joke around with you about the position, but again, it comes down to Jordy. And like you said, if he has power on this team, he's gonna try to put these young guys in good positions. But if he rolls with the vets, what are we doing? You can't just win with these 4 vets on your team. You have to
Now,
integrate the young guys in some roles that help them elevate them to
now
get better.
the question I ask is, if any of our rookies don't stand a chance to progress on a team,
Uh-huh.
whose failure is this,
Front
Sean
office,
or
front
Jordy?
office,
It's
coaching,
it's
all
it's,
of
it's
them, all
Sean,
of
it's
them,
Sean, it's the staff, it's everybody
all of
that's
them.
not putting it putting all the right things on the court for them to be successful, bro. Like realistically, the
Right.
thing is is that like everything is going to be based off repetition. And if these some of these players probably only have 1 year, I can admit Danny Wolf is one of them. I can admit Clowney is one of them. And some of these players out a couple of years. That's Nolan, Yegor, and Michael, bro. We not extending none of those years to Ben Sarab because none of us don't believe Ben Sarab is
Yeah,
an NBA
yeah,
basketball player. So
right.
realistically, Drake Powell is basically on the fence. He's stuck on the fence trying to get away from the dog that's trying to bite him in the ass. So
He's
realistically, bro, like we gotta understand that a lot of the players that we pick outside of the lottery picks, man, may or may not pan. They it's a larger chance that they won't pan out than they are panning out. Tyler Bilodeau is gonna be red shirted. Josh Jefferson is gonna be red shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like and those are players. I believe Tyler Bilodeau already has an NBA skill set
you,
with his shoot.
you know what's
And
you know, you know what's
but at the
crazy?
same time, I don't think he's going to be extended for as much time on the court right away. Maybe not. I don't.
You,
I can't.
you
I can't really say for sure.
you know what's crazy? Jay pointed out like what the rotation, I'm rotation could be, but half the guys that are like I think there's like 7 or 8 of them. that are outside the rotation are mostly guys you drafted. So again, they have to find ways now to get that logjam to be some sort of asset to them because they have to dispense the minutes up. But if this all goes south again, I can't see again the Joe saying, "Oh, now it's the East was too strong. James Harden, LeBron, Kawhi, they came and made it all crazy, and
I
I am a
mean,
bunch
well,
of
they
youngsters."
get to
Like, you
use
can't use
they
that excuse.
you know that excuse is coming.
Yeah,
You
but
know that excuse is
I'm just
coming.
saying though, you saw it this summer with the Knicks. The Knicks just be the same thing. You can't keep doing that. Again, you believe in all these young guys. Some of them have to progress this season, or else if it's the Terrence Manns of the world, we are in one of the worst historic positions we can be in as a 10-year franchise. Like I hope there's some positive this year, but the way Sean and Joe ran it again, they didn't give us a lot to feel optimistic about because that's how they are every year. We think there's a plan in place. They find ways to throw curveballs and say, it's all part of the plan. You can't keep selling us on that anymore. You have to sell us on the results eventually. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But we've been saying that for a long
Yeah.
time too.
Look. I mean, the thing is, bro. Like I said, if anybody was expecting this team to go for the gusto a year after we finished a 2 year tank, bro, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't want to say it like it's like that was gonna be law, but I kind of the writing was pretty much on the wall. The Eastern Conference loaded up a hell of a lot faster than we did, bro, and it is what it is. But it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of existence. You know what I'm saying? Like all it is just that it's the process is probably going to take a little bit longer than a lot of people expected.
I hope it,
Maybe not, but at the same time, bro, it's going to take a level of sitting through another season that a lot of people might not be too fond of in Nets land, bro. Like so, I'm like I said, bro. Like this is not me throwing in no towel. This is not me basically waving a white flag or nothing like that. This is me understanding how the front office works, just in terms of who's in the front office. Until that changes, then I'll think differently. But as of right now, I got my mind made up.
Yeah, Ken,
no.
we will rise one day, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, Reef is saying a lot of facts here. And again, I hope the one positive then this year, besides some progression, is that there is a front office change. I think Joe is starting to feel the flame a bit. I think at the lottery this past year, people who I heard his heart got ripped out of his chest. Like he actually genuinely thought that we were doing things the right way for once and he had a shot. But again, this is why you have to take some of your own control into your own hands. You're the owner. Someone is your second in command, but when you let your second in command run everything and you okay everything, the only person you should be mad at is yourself. This should be his wake up call. We're going to see from now till next summer if something changes. And if it doesn't, then I don't know what we can do to get better because there has to be a change of personnel. We've seen this for 10 years. This guy, Sean, has a 300 win, 400 loss record. That is not good by any stretch of the means. I don't care if Michael Yeager do better. You need a team around those guys. And until we have somebody that can show us how to build a team, this is what you're going to get, which is minimal. But I think the Brooklyn base has been loyal enough to show we've been better than minimal at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
Good show, though,
Uh, I,
Sean. I'm
Good
going to head
show,
out,
man.
man. It's a good show,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm gonna end the show now.
yeah,
I
definitely,
appreciate
bro.
I appreciate everybody. Leave. Jay from BK, John,
Good show.
Breezy, Notorious. Thank y'all guys for being on the panel. I also like to thank the chat room. The chat room was active today. I appreciate y'all guys. I'll be back in 2 days. 2 days. All right, everybody. Peace out.
Peace.